You wanna guess the color of my underwear? You wanna know what I got going on down there?
Hello, my darlings. Welcome back to Front Row. This is Front Row with Audrey Charlyes, Season 2, Episode 5, London Fashion Week, Fall Winter 26-27. The Art of the Beautiful Mess. The only fashion capital where the schedule runs late, the silhouettes run wild, and somehow the creativity still outruns everyone. Fall Winter 26-27 felt exactly how London always feels, like a group project where half the class is genius, one person forgets the deadline, and someone is painting the walls instead of doing the assignment. And you know what? I love it. Because here is the thing. London is never boring. Never. Paris gives power. Milan gives precision. New York gives business. London, darling, gives personality. And this season, personality was loud. But was it cohesive? That's another story. Let's start with Tolu Cocker, royal endorsement and cultural confidence. Okay? Cocker. Because when King Charles appears at your show, that is not just attendance, darling. That is political symbolism wrapped in tailoring. I know I'm being shady, but that's my opinion. I don't give a fuck. And the timing was quite interesting. Tolu's Fall Winter 26-27 collection focused on layered silhouettes, structured tailoring, and a strong sense of identity. There was depth. There was cultural grounding. It didn't feel like someone experimenting for the sake of being experimental. It felt intentional. In a week where some designers looked like they were still mood boarding at 3 a.m., Tolu looked prepared. And that, darlings, matters. London's needs designers who feel rooted, not just reactive. Next one, Harris Reid. Theater with discipline. Now, let's talk about my love. Yes, I love Harris Reid. I've been saying that. This is not the first time I say that. He didn't present collection. He stages emotional entrance. Fall Winter 26-27 lean into romantic maximalism, corsetry, sculpted shoulders, dramatic veils, structured silhouette that felt almost bridal without being literal. There is something important here. Maximalism can easily become costume. Okay? Harris avoids that trap because he understands tailoring. Every exaggerated shape is engineered. Every dramatic gesture has structure behind it. This season felt like romance without fragility, fluidity without confusion, fantasy without losing discipline. Other designers flirt with drama. Harris, darling, commits. And in London, commitment to an aesthetic is rare. That's why he always stands out. Joseph, the adult in the room. Now, Joseph and the Mario Arena delivered something quietly radical for London. Restraint, sharp tailoring, neutral palettes. Pieces you could actually wear into a boardroom and not look like performance art. In a week that sometimes feel like fashion therapy, Joseph gave us fashion stability. And stability in London? That's edgy. That's edgy. Not flashy. Not screaming for attention. Just strong design. Okay? Let's move on to Patrick McDowell. Sustainability with style. Okay? The genius continues to be one of the smarter voice in London conversation. Exquisite tailoring, playful detailing, polish without stiffness. Patrick understands that sustainability doesn't have to look crunchy, okay? It can look sharp, it can look refined, it can look fun. This collection felt balanced, theatrical enough for London, structure enough to sell, and that's a rare combination. Karoline Vitto. Now, this one right there, I will give you the Champagne Award for this episode because I did not know her at all, but she has a real inclusivity, and I mean that. Thank you, darling, for the lovely presentation. You know what? I'm gonna go shop at your store now. She has body positivity is often body positivity is discussed in London in small circle, but it's never always executed well. Karoline does it right. Sculpted silhouettes designed specifically for curves. Not let's size up the sample. Actual architectural thinking for real bodies. There was sensuality, but it wasn't exploitative. There was softness, but it wasn't fragile. Representation works best when it doesn't announce itself. And that's what made this collection powerful. Bravo, my darling. Bravo. Erdem celebrated 20 years of romantic intelligence. Now, I will say Mr. Erdem Moralioglu. This was a major moment because he was celebrating 20 years of his house with the collection titled The Imaginary Conversation. Are we with all? Instead of doing predictable retrospective, Erdem built a conceptual dialogue between muses across time. Historical references clashing gently with modern design. Brocade meeting structure. Past silhouettes reinterpreted for today. And the venue, my love. Tate Britain, of course. Because Erdem doesn't do anniversaries. He does chapters. This wasn't nostalgia. It was evolution arguing with memory. In a week of noise, Erdem delivered intellectual fashion, and London desperately needs that. Chet Lo. Now, this was new for me. I didn't know them. It was texture and youth energy. He brought his signature spike knit texture and youthful silhouettes. It was quite interesting because the show carried night market energy, vibrant, sharp, culturally layered. It was quite short, but not forgettable because it's still on my mind as I'm doing this. Chet's strength is surface engineering. He doesn't rely on florals or historical drama. He relies on innovation in knitwear that keeps London looking forward. Simone Rocha, structure romance. She delivered what she always does best: romantic layering with structure, Victorian undertones, delicate embellishments, strength hidden inside softness. Rocha's work feels composed, and in London, composition is luxury. Richard, queen. Theatrical commitment. He remains the king of big dress energy, print, volume, full commitment to spectacle. Some seasons, it borders on excess, but at least it's decisive. And decision is worse than drama. Richard chooses drama every time. Now, ushering in Connor Ives, cultural and cool. He infused in his collection with nightlife glamour and personal narrative. Guys, always remember to protect the dolls. He brought in Dominique R.A. Jackson to the show that created a moment that felt warm, human, connected, not sterile, not overly conceptual, just cool. The queen was there. Dominique, we salute you, darling. Now, the last one I saw was Burberry. It was late, but it's Burberry, okay? They closed London Fashion Week, yes. The show started an hour late, yes. Kate Moss arrived late, yes. Romeo Beckham and Rosie Huntington-Whiteley, they walked the show. There was celebrity moment aside the coats were the story. Structure outwear, modern armor, London night energy. Burberry doesn't need to scream. It just needs to remind you, it's British. Wait, hold on. Was that an English accent? Oh Lord, I'm totally crazy. And when Burberry delivers strong outwear, London feels anchored again. So, what was London Fall and Winter 26-27? Some people say Fall and Winter, some say Autumn and Winter, so take what you want. It was messy, late, underfunded, sometimes chaotic, but it was alive. That's the difference. London experiments in public. It fails in public. It succeeds in public. And that vulnerability is powerful. Perfection is polished. London is honest. And honestly, I'll take the beautiful mess over predictable perfection any day. And if I sound a little extra glowing this week, maybe, yes, I have an announcement. It's because your girl is officially a L'Orealista now. So watch out for that. Yes, L'Oreal, yes. London may be chaotic, but apparently I'm glowing through it. So let's be serious for a moment. Here is the thing about London Fashion Week. It's never the most polished. No. It's rarely on time. Wait, Paris does that too. It's often chaotic. But it's alive. The streets are alive. This season gave us 20 years of Erdem in conversation with himself. Harris Reid in full theatrical control. Karoline Vitto redefining inclusivity with intelligence. And Burberry reminding us that nobody does coats like the British. Was it messy? Yes, my love. Was it interesting? Absolutely yes. And honestly, I'd rather watch a brave mess than a boring masterpiece. London experiments a lot in public. You have to see the people on the street. It risks in public. It fails and succeeds in public. London Fashion Week for me, it's the runway and the public. And that vulnerability, that's power. That was Front Row, Season 2, Episode 5 with your lovely Audrey Charlyes. And if you love it, follow. If you disagree, send it to someone who thinks London is overrated. And if you want the real unfiltered thought, After the mic is waiting. Until next week, stay elegant, stay observant, and never, ever sit anywhere but front row. See ya!
You wanna guess the color of my underwear? You wanna know what I got going on down